While we do know a few LEGO Star Wars sets for 2025, let's go over a few of my LEGO Star Wars predictions for this upcoming year. The first set I want to talk about, and coincidentally an Episode 3 set, is the remake of Palpatines Arrest. The original version came out in 2012 and it was a hit. This set is awesome and one that fans to this day still love. Now, I think LEGO can go one of two ways with this set. If they decide to remake it, which I think is highly likely, I'll give it around an 80 to 85% chance, is with a diorama or as one of the featured sets of the summer. There are a few diorama sets retiring at the end of the year, so LEGO needs to replenish their diorama line, and what better way than to do it with an awesome diorama of Palpatine's Arrest, an iconic scene not just from Episode 3, but in the entirety of Star Wars. Everyone knows that scene, and it's just one of my favorites. But if they go the route of making it a featured set of the summer, they would probably add more detail. I would assume make the same minifigure selection that they had in the original one. I don't see too many changes or any changes at all that need to be made. And they would add obviously more detail, a little bit bigger, and obviously that price would come up. So I would be super happy if this ended up coming true. I would love nothing more than to get a remake of one of the classic LEGO Star Wars sets. Every year LEGO releases brickheads and fans love them. A few of the best brickheads releases just happened with the Heroes of Endor brickheads pack and the Commander Cody brickheads, and I think LEGO will follow it up with another Revenge of the Sith brickheads theme with an Episode 3 theme consisting of Palpatine, Mace Windu, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Yoda. I think this selection right here would be really good. Now, they can go a lot of different routes with this. Maybe they'll include Darth Vader, or maybe Anakin would have Sith eyes. One of the two. Maybe they'll give Anakin a red saber. Who knows? But what I do know is that this would be a perfect idea. The bundle pack for the Heroes of Endor brickhead set was perfect, and everyone loved it. So, Revenge of the Sith, you get a bunch of iconic characters in brickheads form, and LEGO seems to be dabbling in the idea of maybe including these bigger packs of 4 or 5 brickheads in one. So I think if this were to release in May, that would go over so well. And while brickheads aren't the sub-theme that most appeal to me, I will say if LEGO did come out with something like this, it would be very tempting to get. Moving things towards the end of the year with what is that big UCS or Master Builder Series set gonna be? And I think it's going to be a Master Builder Series set, and fans have been speculating and wanting a new Ewok Village for a while now, and the speculation and the hopes could be coming true because, as we know, the Master Builder Series Mos Eisley Cantina is retiring at the end of this year, so LEGO needs to fill that spot with another Master Builder Series set. And why not do the Ewok Village and give the fans what they've been asking for? This is a perfect opportunity. It's being handed to us on a silver platter, and this would be just a dream come true, having a new Ewok Village on shelves for the foreseeable future. Hopefully it could stay around for 2, 3, 4 plus years like the Mos Eisley Cantina, but we can never be sure. While there is no information set in stone, it's been all fan speculation and hopes and dreams from all of us saying we want an Ewok Village. This seems like the best opportunity, and it seems like the stars are just aligning with the Master Builder Series Cantina retiring and with the UCS Venator retirement date being pushed back to 2026. It seems like LEGO is holding off on retiring some of these bigger sets that take up more shelf room in order to keep an Ewok Village, hopefully that is true, on shelves for longer, and hopefully within the next few months we can get more information on it. Like we knew with the Jabba sail barge for a while that it was going to be happening. Hopefully we can have an idea of whether or not an Ewok Village will be coming to us. I also want to keep it in the UCS line with that May selection for their UCS set, and we know they're going to keep it around that $240, $230 price point. So what exactly could that be? And it makes things, I don't want to say harder to figure out, but more interesting. I originally wanted to say a Jedi Starfighter like an Obi-Wan Kenobi or Anakin Skywalker, but looking at it, we see the Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Starfighter, the UCS set from 2010, and it cost $100. And if LEGO decided to remake an Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Starfighter, there's no way that they could add enough to make it $240. It just doesn't seem like there's enough there because you're going to get the 2 minifigs and the ship with the display stand, and that's about it. They could go the route of having an ObiWan and Anakin Jedi Starfighter UCS bundle, and that could have Anakin, R2, Obi-Wan, and R4. We would be getting our annual R2-D2 minifig, as we've been getting every single year, which would be nice, but R2 is going to be in at least 2 other sets. But back to the point of, I don't think that's going to happen either. It seems very unlikely that LEGO would throw 2 UCS style sets in one and call it a day. They would much rather do that for a playset, such as the mashup between the X-Wing and TIE Fighter, or the Fang Fighter and TIE Interceptor, sets like that. So I think it's highly unlikely to see a bundle of a UCS Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter and Anakin Skywalker Jedi Starfighter, even though I would so love to be wrong on that and it actually happens. What I think is more likely, and I really hope this happens, is a Jango Fett Slave 1. Yes, I know, a Jango Fett Slave 1 would be awesome, and fans would go absolutely wild for this set, and I really hope it happens. In 2015, Boba Fett Slave 1 came out for $200, and I think if LEGO made Jango Fett Slave 1 in a very similar scale, maybe slightly bigger, and they included a Jango Fett and a younger Boba Fett minifig, this set would be perfect. And it wouldn't be too crazy for it to go from that $200 in 2015 all the way to $240 now in what would be 2025. Now, I know this makes both of the UCS sets non-Revenge of the Sith themed, and I think that's okay. Now, I think LEGO is going to include plenty of Revenge of the Sith sets elsewhere. I just don't think 2025 they're going to be prioritizing it with their UCS sets for whatever reason. That's just my prediction with it. But we also had some rumors of either a Bo-Katan or Jango Fett helmet coming out. Now, that could be true in the sense of the UCS Slave 1 for Jango Fett, it actually being a Jango Fett minifigure, while we will be more likely to get a Bo-Katan helmet to go alongside the Mando helmet on shelves. So I think that just adds more potential and hope to a UCS Jango Fett Slave 1, which would just be fantastic. And I couldn't even put into words how excited I'd be for that. A brand new Jango Fett, a young Boba Fett, and I would prefer if something like this wouldn't include that standard black box art, even though I absolutely love it. I think they should do a callback or pay homage to the Boba Fett Slave 1 and do something cool with the box art like that, because I know how much fans love the box art on the Slave 1 and the Millennium Falcon, 2 of the most iconic box arts and 2 of my favorite. I would go crazy if LEGO decided to switch it up for a special occasion and give us a design on the box art. Now for battle packs, and I really think we could see a 327th Star Corps Legion battle pack because of the scene in Revenge of the Sith with Aayla Secura. If you know, you know. And they wouldn't remake this an episode 3 themed set because obviously of what happened in that episode with this clone legion, Aayla Secura, the whole scene, you guys get the point. So I think that they would just market it as a regular clone battle pack, and something that, even though it wouldn't be marketed or on the box art with a episode 3 logo, I think that the subtle sub-theme, sub-text, you guys know what I'm trying to say, the whole premise behind, the whole undertone, I should say, there we go, I found the words I was looking for. The whole undertone would be episode 3, but not really. Or the other battle pack I would love to see with a Galactic Marines battle pack, but I think the more likely of us getting Galactic Marine minifigs would be in a UT-AT, which I don't know if or when LEGO would decide to make that. I think this would be a perfect year for it, and I would love to have a Galactic Marines battle pack. I feel that LEGO would rather put those minifigs behind a higher paywall with a UT-AT rather than in a battle pack, even though they easily and they should do a battle pack for Galactic Marines and include some in a UT-AT. But who's to say they won't? Who's to say they will? Only time will tell, and we have to wait and see for that. So I'm really excited to see what we have in store when it comes to battle packs. As always, I want to know what you guys think about these predictions, and let me know what some of your predictions are for this upcoming year. Do you agree with any of these predictions, or do you think I am so wrong with some of these predictions? And I'll see you in the next one.